All right, guys, grabbing some stuff out of the parts room. As you can see through the window, Blue GMC is actually making some progress. Got the Bedliner taken care of. Still a rainy day outside, in case you're wondering what Richmond weather's like. But went over the rail just to the right spot to take care of all that loose paint. The finish in the bed is freaking phenomenal. Didn't ever expect any less. He always does a great job. Headliner also completed. Made the interior just that much nicer. Hard to beat the way it already was. Got the cover off the dash. Alvin's getting ready to start working on a little cleaning, but in the meantime, we did put a new fuel pump on this truck, and we are now going and replacing the carb. Considered doing a rebuild on it, but got an out-the-box complete unit. Dave is working on switching over all the little nitty-gritty parts. Huh? Dave said he wants to put some Ford parts in it. He said Fords don't have these problems. But as you can see under the hood, she is super original and intact. You can see the fresh fuel pump down there. Original inner fender wells. All the smog stuff still in place. It's very clean. And Dave hadn't cussed yet, thrown any tools yet, so everything must be going pretty darn well for this job. But in case you guys missed the original video on this truck, just wanted you guys to see it a little bit more. Just a really, really nicely finished truck. And look at the frame. Alvin has not touched it yet to wash it or clean it. I told him to wash the frame on this truck, no paint. So he's physically going to wash it with a mitt, because that frame will look as good as a fully restored and painted frame when he's done. You can see it's not been painted, it's not been hidden. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. Some fresh shocks right there. It's just impossible to find trucks like this, guys. I know I say that a lot, but I don't mind telling you when they're doo-doo also. They are hard to come by in this condition. Bottoms of the doors, that's always the telltale. You ever looking at a truck, guys, always ask them to show you the bottoms of the doors. You can't fake that stuff. But just one incredible truck. Gauges all work like they're supposed to. Radio works, and that is a factory radio. Four-wheel driving gauges. Oops, there is the sun visor, the rear view mirror that has fallen down. They may have knocked that down possibly when they did the sunroof. Dome light works, got to put a bulb in that. Don't forget to throw a LED bulb. LED bulb. But the Bedliner really served it. We've got the mixed touch-up paint, so we'll go around and hit these little spots. Not many of them, but a few. But the headliner and the Bedliner were the only real things that were a complaint on this truck. And that is not transmission fluid or anything weird. That's just water, even though I second-guessed myself and had to look at it twice. It's raining. But nice set of alloy wheels, fitted on the truck good with BF Goodrich tires, no lift. But that could change tomorrow if somebody wanted it with a lift or tire and wheel change, but the stance is good. Look at the side right there. Chevrolet's always a little wider in the front than the back, even on 3/4 tons. We'll get this carburetor on. I'll let Dave get back to work. He hates being on camera. Smile every chance you get there. We got him out of his Ford clothes. He's wearing some Davis Auto Sales stuff nowadays. Got his wardrobe updated. So a lot of people have asked also recently about spare tires. This actually has the big bracket under it for the spare tire. But it's there, and there's a little undercarriage view. Underside of the bed view. Nothing to hide on this one, guys. You can walk around it every day, all day, and she's still looking good. Now, we may or may not replace the trim because everything else has come out really well. And my trim and stripe guy is running a week behind, unfortunately, so that may or may not be on the docket. And then we did talk about painting the roof, but at this point, again, depends on if we have time to invest a little bit more or just roll it like it is. You're good. My boy Dave there, he just doesn't like the camera. He's not a fugitive, he's not wanted. He just doesn't like the camera. That's okay, as long as he keeps doing good work. So this Suburban, quite a few people asked, because it was just in a previous video the other day, and it was in a couple of our lives. Why did you not do the lift? Why? Because of the fact that I like one look when I do these trucks. I like the 2.0 package myself. It's a little overkill, it's big. I don't drive them every day. The 1.0 package, great. Love it, drive it, but I just like the 2.0 package. Well, currently, there's really not a good tire and wheel option other than a 40 Bogger and a 16 wide wheel, in my opinion, that's my opinion, to set these trucks off the way they should look. Now, have I driven our 1.0 package in a Suburban a lot? Yes, it's a lot easier to get in and out of. The last one we did with power steps. The customer was blown the frick away because of the fact he could get in and out of it. Not much different. So let's just do this for an example, all right? However far off the ground this is. When the truck goes up, the amount that the lift brings it up, and then you have a step that drops out, the step pretty much fell at the exact same height as this truck was when it was original. So he could step on the step, step in the truck, and get in it. It worked out phenomenal. So he was able to get in and out of a lifted truck when he knew he probably should have owned a stock truck. So I love that. I love that customer feedback. He was thrilled. But right now, again, wheel and tire combination is the problem. I sacrificed the tire and wheel package that I put on my last one of these to put on this red truck in here. They have not come off yet because it looks so good, and because of the fact that may just sell it this way and may put a Davis off-road set of tires and wheels back on my show truck. But 2.0 combo is killer. And if I had a moment to get over into the office and sit down and edit this video, I'd drop in a video of the Suburban or a picture of the Suburban that I'm referring to in question. But I think you guys know that, follow and seen it. It actually is the thumbnail for some of our social media on some of our pages. But can't get enough of this truck. It just has the right stance, the right look, and again with the step, it just drops down. So nice. And on a Suburban, it hides completely away. Not that that's bad, you can barely see it, but it hides completely away. It goes the full length, which is what we're gonna work on designing for Grimace here, is the full steps. Don't know that we'll get them done before the show. Got a couple upcoming shows actually. And then this brown Blazer, while we're standing here. Sheriff's Blazer. That's why it has this front end. I don't know for sure, but I don't think, other than government issue, you could get this front end on a 89, 90, 91 Blazer or Suburban. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know I got some GM guys that are deep GM guys out there. This is basically the grill design you'd expect to see on an OBS, but it's in a square body. This would have been the Cheyenne, the basic, the work truck, because it should have had that front end. So I'm glad these are side by side. So a little front end comparison. And again, somebody out there can probably tell us how that was, but we know this was government truck. We know this was owned by a sheriff. We know all those details. Also why it was probably this color. Now I don't know that it was this two-tone, because this paint has just freshly been done. And I love the look of this truck. I can't get over enough about how it looks with the groundhogs, the stance, the look, and then with all the little small finish and touch things that we've done. It's still got some things that could be done for the future owner if you want to make it perfect, but it looks good. This combination's fresh. You can still see the nubs on the tires. Fresh like yesterday fresh. So on the for sale side of things, it's a good one. It's a really good looking truck. Kind of an old school interior. Spotlight does not work, but I think you could get it going again. The glasses broke out of it. Kind of a trivial thing, but really neat. So that's the update, guys. The blue square body. Whew. If we could find them like that every day, I'd sell nothing else. I swear. I would clear the parking lot, I'd cash in on all that inventory, and I would sell nothing but stock grandpa original square bodies like that truck. Dimes. They just don't come along like that. So we're gonna make our way back across the street. We got a couple customers that have shown up. We got a few things we gotta knock out. About lunchtime, guys. We'll be back at you shortly.